Go. Oh, happier words do not leave my mouth when I say happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. Let's get started with some Fire Pro Wrestling. World promoter. And one thing I've noticed, I reviewed my past 2 streams, and I noticed that the background audio, the crowd audio, is unbelievably loud. So let me try to adjust that before we do anything else. Maybe put it down to 15 and let's see how that does. Okay, and a quick synopsis here. We are in year 1. We completed October. We just started November of our first year with the last stream. Our home territory is, of course, in America. We are a showman-style promotion. We have raised our popularity in America, as you can see, from a D to a C. And we had a couple really big earnings months with the last stream, and we got up to $363,000 in assets. After being down to, let's see if I can have it written down here. At our low, we were at 118,000, so we have more than double where we were at one point. I'm excited to get started again. And just so you know, I think this morning, obviously, we're going to go with Fire Pro Wrestling World Promoter, and tomorrow we are going to go with Project Zomboid again. So switching it up a little bit, trying to add a little bit of variety to the channel. But let's jump in. I'll tell you what, before we jump in here, let me do this. Actually, I don't have a... I'm adding a new source. Excuse me. Adding a new source to the stream. I should have done this ahead of time, but there we are. I would have thought that, I guess I have this set in a peculiar way. That is about centered. All right, let's lock it in. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this to start things off is I think it was during stream number 1. It could have been 2, but no, actually it was 1. We had an unboxing, and I don't know with the lighting in here if it's probably difficult to see, but we purchased these old Remco figures, AWA, Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. We have received a few more of our purchases, so I think intermittently during this stream or after we take a coffee break, we'll come back and do another unboxing or an unbagging in this case. Now, the other one I did live on stream. This one I've already opened once, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got here. And we've added more Remco figures. This purchase was for 3. We've added the very happy and handsome, and the lighting is bad, I apologize, Greg Gagne. Trying to get Greg to... His joints are nice and tight. That's always a positive. Can't get him to not want to fall over. And we've also added to the collection Mr. Larry Zbyszko. Let's see if I kind of get him set, I think, on my desk first. We'll squeeze Larry in right there. And then last but not least, and kind of the one that I wanted more than anybody else, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And Rick, I think, you know, I'm slightly disappointed in Rick because I believe on his trunks right here is supposed to be an RF, and also he's got a little black smudge on his left pec and his hair. So of all the ones that, you know, they've all come in great condition, Rick is a little beat up. But for now, the Nature Boy gets top billing. We're going to put him right there. And then, as I said, we have, actually, I think we have 2 more. We have an unboxing and an unbagging. So we've got a lot of stuff to show you guys here. Some old wrestling vintage collectibles. So hopefully that was of some interest to some of you, if you are a wrestling fan and watching this. So stay tuned. As I said, we'll do that 2 more times during this stream. So without further ado, let's proceed. And I have adjusted the volume, and I really... Oh, proceed. No, we don't want to proceed. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got here. So before we left, we started November. Our expenses are really rocking and rolling now. So with this gym, so like right now out of the gate, before we've even done anything, we've incurred about $100,000 in expenses. We repaired the different things in the gym. We got all of our merch ready, at least what we're going to go with now, which is the branded snacks, which we've done for quite a while. The random goods, which is just some assorted merchandise, I assume in this case with the All New Wrestling logo. The photo collection, so people can purchase their, I don't know if they're autographed photos, but we would hope that's what we would do here in All New Wrestling, have autographed photos for the fans. And then the terrible A&W towels. And now, the first time ever, we're going to go with T-shirts. We're going to see how those sell. But these are all durable goods with the exception of the branded snacks. So we're okay to roll them over for another month. We don't have the options yet to sponsor contracts or to secure a sponsor contract or a broadcast contract. So that'll be really big. I don't know if we have to get to a B or an A level, but HR, I think we've already taken care of all that type stuff. And actually, while we're in here, there he is, the Wall, 7'1", 436 pounds. He is going to come in and get an immediate title shot against our long-reigning champion, Mickey Williams. And we are going to actually allow that match to go in its entirety. And I'll do a little commentary during that, so hopefully that's it could be a treat to some and a pain in the you-know-what to others, but that's what we're going to do. So really, we still are the last promotion because here you've got 2 C's for ranking, even though we're bigger than them in America. At least globally, they're larger than us. Assets are about the same. I don't know if you're ranked by assets or not. I wish there was a better way to get kind of ranking details, but and maybe there is and I just don't know it. So let's see. As I said, I know we signed the Wall. Actually, oddly enough, well, I take that back. So I was looking at it incorrectly. So we still have Shin Bato on the road for 4 more months scouting. We have Mr. Question on the road for 4 more months scouting. And I think we're going to do something a little different here. Since we've started to make money, we've never used Shinagawa Takahiro. So I think we're going to use Mr. Takahiro. And we're going to go with no preference. And we'll go with no preference again. And we'll just send him out for 3 months. He's a little bit better, at least in terms of cost. Oh, we gotta make him an offer. And that way we'll see. Then in 3 months we'll get some news. 4 months and 5 months. Okay, well I think we have everything taken care of. Records and help. That's, I think, yeah. When ranking becomes available, that'll be nice. Now, we said we did want to sign a junior, so when this card is over and we move into, I guess we're already going to be in December. We're going to be about the end of our calendar year. We'll try to sign another junior, maybe a superstar junior wrestler, and then we will start the junior championship scene. The tag scene, I mean, we just don't have enough, in the way of wrestlers at this point. But, and obviously 6-man, certainly the same way. I wish you could create a belt. That would be awesome. I would love to have that intermediary, like an intercontinental. In my case, I prefer like a TV championship, or as we would call it, the online title, and or a U.S. type title. But we don't have that. So, all right. I think we're ready to go on to our next event, guys. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We know what the main event is. It's Mickey Williams in the wall. And I thought it would be a good idea. I was thinking of this offline. And I have created a spreadsheet, which I wish I could share with you, and I'm sure I could figure out a way to do it, but again, without being prepared. So on the other screen, it probably looks brighter now. I have an Excel spreadsheet, or to be honest with you, an open office spreadsheet. And I have the month, the year, the winner, the loser, how the match ended, the time of the match. The crowd, I have that mislabeled. I have this labeled as wins. I don't know why I have that. Yeah, the spreadsheet was acting kind of funky. Yeah, this changed. A lot of these columns, they were giving me fits and just changing on their own. But anyway, I have the basic records and the match outcome. So what I thought I would do is maybe look at the match rating, which I'm going to sort right now, and we'll just do a high to low. Which would be descending. Okay. So the reason I'm doing this, so the highest rated match we ever had was in June. It was Matt Robinson against Jonathan Bennett. I think that might have been Jonathan Bennett's debut with us, and it was 100%. And we've had a 98, a 96, a 95. The 96 and the 95 both had Jack Howard. Actually, we had another 95, a 92 and a 91, and then we go down from there. So that's all the 90s and the 100%. So I figured maybe I would take one of those because it's something the fans enjoyed, and we'd make maybe a best of 3 or best of 5 series out of that. So in this case, I mean, potentially a Matt Robinson versus Jonathan Bennett at 100%. If the crowd loved it back in June, that could be, a nice best of 5 series. So we're going to go ahead and make note of that. And if you've watched any of the other streams, you know that I try to be fairly meticulous, which maybe is a little odd because this is just a game, but I like to stay detailed. I want to try to succeed, and I think we've really turned around here and started to succeed. So let's keep Matt Robinson and Jonathan Bennett in our back pocket. So let's move on here. Let me switch back over to the, actually I'll close down the spreadsheet so we adjust the brightness. So for our first match here, and isn't it nice to see that we actually have a decent roster? We still have Bill Bullock out for one more month, so we'll get him back. That'll be great. We'll go through quickly, make sure everybody's normal or good. If anybody's in poor, which we do. What are the odds, guys? What are the odds? We're going to have a Matt Robinson, Jonathan Bennett best of 5 series. And Jonathan Bennett cannot perform because he's in poor condition. If I move forward with him, then he is probably going to get hurt. So with Jonathan out of the mix, let's just see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can give Jonathan one other guy the night off. We can still get 4 matches. I was really wanting to give 4 matches. You know what? And I wonder what kind of a difference 3 matches versus 4 versus 5 versus 6, etc. What that does. Because, I mean, just statistically, I wouldn't think that it would make a whole lot of impact. But Just real quick, let's go on out here and see if we can bring in a free agent. I know right out of the gate, and I'm thinking about trying to hold a card in another country. I mean, that would probably be a wise idea if we can get enough fans just to try to boost our popularity in another country. I don't think a one-off is going to do anything, but it's a good start. But in this case, let's see what we've got here. And I really don't want to bring in anybody. Oh, you know what? We could bring in Jamie Wilson, but let's see what this is going to be. Yeah, I'm not bringing anybody in for that kind of money. That's absurd. So we do have these wrestlers that are B level, really at this point, and not to be a snob, I don't want to bring in anybody that's anything lower than a B. At 29,000. Oh, well, thankfully, because I hit the wrong button, which I've done that many times, as you guys have seen. Well, he'd add a little bit of something different to the card. Oh, you know what? Let's cancel that. Let's not do that. Let's see, can we find a junior? And he's a heavyweight. Yeah, he's a heavyweight. Let's try to bring in a junior. Oh my gosh, so every free agent is a heavyweight. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. Is this kind of like from the bottom up? I think it is. So SL would be the next promotion up from us. So is there anybody here that we could bring over? And everybody is a B. They all trust the SL promotion, which I just call Super Lucha. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if there actually is technical names for these promotions. I don't know what ROW is, etc. But to us, this is Super Lucha. I mean, let's see. We got a couple very light salaries here. With him being a double champ, I don't think we'd have a chance of bringing him in. I mean, this guy's salary here would probably work. He's a B popularity. Okay. Rank was much higher than ours. That I don't necessarily get. Maybe because his popularity is a B and maybe overall we're a C. And if that's the case, I guess I have to rethink it. I would have to bring in a C level. I mean, these are all junior. Well, one heavyweight. He's a champion of some sort. I'd really like to bring in a junior. Okay, I'm just doing it to do it, and we'll try him. Okay. So SL wants nothing to do with this. Let's see what we've got over here. Okay, well, Adam Davis is a D, but he is a showman. Let's see. I have a feeling he will one off with us, and he is a junior. So when they say their rank, I'm assuming now that they mean the rank of the promotion, not the wrestler. Okay, very good. So maybe that is starting to build some goodwill with ROW. So we have Adam Davis in the mix. Let's book an event, guys. Keep hitting the wrong button. And I got to go back to the actual joystick and not the thumb pad. So let's go ahead before we forget. Let's bring in our junior Adam Davis. And let's match him against another junior, of course. Not being, well, Jonathan's a heavyweight anyway. So we could give Jeff Bryan a shot against him. Sergio has been off and on. He's a heavyweight. The Anti-Gravity Kid, our former champion. Bill Bullock is hurt. I'm going to go ahead and give it to David Houston. This should be a nice little match to open the card. Then let's see, what will we go with? Have we had Jeff Bryan, Sergio Dominguez yet? We probably have, with them both being juniors. It is so much nicer having the spreadsheet. Jeff Bryan knocked out Sergio Dominguez in 7 minutes 45 seconds in August, and it was only rated as a 745, or only rated as a 68%. So we really don't want to make that match again. So let's see. We will go with Jeff Bryan, and we will pit him against... We could do Sergio again. Or we could use his C popularity, and we could boost the match by throwing in a B. Let's do that. Let's bring in the divine Matt Robinson. Here we're going to go with Sergio. And Sergio will face... We'll go with the Hollywood Hunk. And then we'll have our main event. And this is the one we're going to watch in its entirety. We will do a little commentary. So I guess the way it works out here, James Bailey is going to get the night off. And he's a normal, so that should boost him up to a good. And looks like he does have some neck and abdominal issues, so it's probably good to give him the night off. We're going to have the Wall, Alex Thompson, making his debut against All New Wrestling's heavyweight champion. Probably about 7 title defenses now under his belt, the Hell Knight Mickey Williams. And now, in terms of making money, we have a superstar wrestler now. We've never done America Urban. Okay, now we did bump up, but the expenses went up substantially as well. So let's just go back to rural America. We're going to sell out the gym. We should sell out the small hall. We're not selling out the small hall. But it's $60 a ticket, not even counting in any merchandise. It kind of makes my head hurt now trying to do the math. So we won't do it. We're going to do it on a calculator. So $60 a ticket. We'll bring in 160, so about 145K plus our merch. I would think we'd be somewhere in the 160 range. Which is a nice little earn again, but we do have about $100,000 in expenses, so that puts us down to only 60. But part of that was because we signed Alex Thompson at the beginning of this month, so that's probably the most bang for our buck right here. And we can try. No, that doesn't do anything. What about ticket prices? So that diminishes us down to 20,000, or 2,000 I should say. I must still be tired, I apologize. I think before the last stream I was tired. this time. I was really tired from the day before. I slept well last night, but boy, same thing right there. So that's not going to pay off at all. Let's go back to 60. Let's get more butts in the seats. Let's confirm the match card. And guys, let's proceed. And let's hope this volume is much better, especially if I'm going to do commentary during the Alex Thompson Mickey Williams match. I want you to be able to hear this. These matches we will simulate. So probably the first time we've got somebody from ROW. This is like a short Sid Vicious look to me. Wolfbang, Adam Davis. We appreciate him. He was going to get a taste. The Anti-Gravity Kid, the first heavyweight champion in the history of All-In Wrestling, even though he is a junior heavyweight at heart. So David Houston. Now we will write these down as normal. Should have the pad ready. And then we'll transfer them to the spreadsheet. Congrats to David Houston. I think it's been quite a while since poor David's had a win. He has struggled mightily. And this is fantastic. We appreciate Adam Davis even more when you see a 96% match rating. So that started things off fantastic. Our wrestler got the win, which is great. 96% is phenomenal. So thank you so much, Adam Davis. Adam Davis, we're going to have to make note of that. We might have to bring him back in at some point. So now on to Jeff Bryan against the Divine, Matt Robinson. I'm really looking forward to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. You can't lose. The Wall, our very first superstar signing. Great match. We've got a stud wrestler. It's the Night of Despair. And the crowd to do something, I can say. There's the Divine Matt Robinson. 15 minutes, 47 seconds. The Divine. Jeff Bryan. They brought it 89%. That is fantastic. I mean, we're looking right now at about a 94, 93% card. Man, let's hope we can keep this up. You know, I think the main event's going to have to be big, but let's see what Sergio Dominguez and Jack Howard. Jack Howard is known to have some highly rated matches. Yeah, right now we're at 92%. I've never done like check match rules. I don't really know what any of that does, but Sergio Dominguez, the only lucha wrestler on the roster. Lolo Del Diablo. Anytime we get like a particular star, Hollywood Hunk, but it's a particular style, I should say, we would like to bring at least in a matching set. So to be able to sign maybe like a junior lucha would be perfect. I think we might have to try to do our first poach.
Fight!
Wow, very long match, 17 minutes, 15 seconds. The Hollywood Hunk pulls it off. Oh my gosh. What's going on here? I love this crowd. Can we come back to this place? %. Holy moly, are we just, I mean, this is 3 of our most highly rated matches we've ever had, and they're on one card. I mean, the fans, you're talking about getting their money's worth. The $15, or the 15, I was writing down 17 minutes, 15 seconds. The $60 ticket. We could have charged $100 for this kind of entertainment. All right, and here we go, guys. We're going to watch this one through. The Hell Knight Mickey Williams, so impressive. The guy just doesn't lose. There's our latest signing, the first superstar signing in the history of All New Wrestling. It took us 11 months into the promotion to get a superstar, and there he is. He is a monster, 7'1", well over 400 pounds. And I think this is going to be Mickey Williams' toughest test to date. Mickey Williams has defended the belt, I could be wrong, but I think 6 or 7 times now. Mickey Williams is a beast. So he is in here against his toughest opponent to date.
Fight!
And here we go. The Wall starting off with a pile driver. No. The fans may not like that match. It takes a little bit more than that to take out Mickey Williams, but Alex going for the pin at any chance that he can, but just look at the size of him. Mickey Williams not a small man in his own right. He gets a little jab in there and takes a forearm for trouble. Gets in a boot now. Picks up the 400-pound monster. Mickey Williams, the dirtiest player in the game. Woo. He could have got himself disqualified there. I hate to admit this. I don't know what the setting is. Would he have retained the title? He has certainly drawn first blood here as he bit the left eyelid, I believe, of David. Cut him wide open. And now he's using a fork to the back of the head, in the neck area. The referee, Tommy Young, is a hell of a referee, but wow. We usually simulate these matches. He seems to miss a lot. Seems like the Wall, the 400 pounds, is hindering him at this point. He seems like he's slowing down a little bit already. We're 3 minutes in. Pile driver. There's a little extra distance there when you're getting pile driven by a 400-pounder that's 7'1".
Give up.
Torture rack into a knee breaker, or back breaker, I should say.
Give up.
Side headlock from Mickey. Champion takes him over. Pulls him near the center of the ring, going for the pin.
One.
It's a 1 count. Wall seems to be very limited in his offense. He's just a big brute. There's the fork again to the spine.
2.
Tommy Young right on it. Now we have him referee all of our matches. We've never had another referee.
5 minutes gone.
Tommy Young is the man. Nice little pull-in clothesline and a discus clothesline by the champ.
1, 2.
In the back of the neck of the Wall is going to be hamburger. Nice little fall away throw there by the Wall. Oh man, alive. Going for the big power bomb, gets reversed. Both men hurt, both men tired. 6 minutes in. Wall. Wall seems to be getting a second wind. And then Mickey Williams puts a stop to that.
Give up.
The leg lock. Stretching the enormous thigh of the Wall. Oh God, the back of Mickey Williams. This could be it.
1, 2.
Woo! A near fall. Tommy Young right on top of it. I don't know how much more Mickey Williams can take, but he goes into the Wall with a spear. The Wall's lost a lot of blood. I'm getting frazzled. The action is hot and heavy.
1, 2.
Another 2.9. Right there on the brink. Tommy Young right on top of it. The Wall is getting pumped up. Could we have a new champion? Good Lord.
1, 2.
Mickey Williams is just hard to put away. Another power slam. No, Mickey Williams puts an end to it. Goes back to the leg.
Give up.
The massive leg. See what Mickey's going to dish out. Mickey Williams playing to the crowd. All of his digits are taped up. Good Lord, how does he do this? A 465-pound
10 minutes
Wall.
gone.
10 minutes in, this is the battle. Mickey Williams just exhausting himself by carrying the weight of the contender here.
1,
And with a fork again, now we're going to the upper spine.
4.
How's the back of his t-shirt now covered in blood? Snapmare takeover. Mickey. Oh, God in heaven, no! What do you call those, a scythe? Thompson could be blind after this. We call the Hell Knight the dirtiest player in the game.
1,
For good reason.
2.
Another near fall. I almost think Mickey Williams is allowing him. Ooh, man, out on the concrete. The wall's going out. Oh,
2.
God. What could this be?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Kind of a cross-face submission
9,
attempt.
10, 11, 12, 13,
Williams is smart. He'd get back in the ring.
15,
Playing to the crowd.
16, 17.
Fantastic condition. All right, the match continues. Mickey takes a couple elbows to the jaw. David is just gasping for air. I think if Mickey Williams can just give a little more offense, which this could do it here, I think he's going to put the Wall away. Hopefully, again, you can hear me. Beautiful clothesline by Mickey Williams. We've adjusted the crowd audio. It was way too loud the first two streams, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. I'm just going to go for that run. Oh, my God!
1, 2, 3.
Oh! His debut match in All New Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new champion. 14 minutes, 12. I mean, look at his forehead. Ugh. Good Lord. Mickey Williams is exhausted. He did everything that he could. The crowd loved it. 92%. I loved it. It was actually the first match that we watched all the way through. I think I called him David Thompson at some point. I'm thinking of the old basketball player. But unbelievable. After so many title defenses, Mickey Williams loses the title via a rolling lariat from that huge arm of Alex Thompson. Unbelievable. What a debut. You can't come in and script it any better than Alex Thompson, the Wall, coming in, walking out with the All New Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. and only the third champion in the history of the promotion. So let's take a quick little note of this. We wound up with a hell of a crowd. I mean, it wasn't a full house, but financially speaking, I think this is kind of what we wanted. Although I would have liked to have a sellout. But a 94%, I mean, that's got to boost our popularity or do something. Great card tonight. I mean, 94%. That's got to be the highest rated card we've ever had. And actually, we can look that up for sure. I don't even have we had a 90 before. Wow. There you go. So not only was that our highest rated card ever, that was the first card even over 90. And it was 94%. You're darn right it was a success. Empty bleachers. Well, yeah. I say it all the time. Our advisors, he can be annoying. So the big promotions, man, they have the tag champions. They have six-man champions. We just can't do that right now, but we do want to get the junior division started. So that is the first order of business here, to start December off by signing a junior. But it's hard. If we got to go to a promotion and try to poach, we get one chance. And if they turn us down, you know, then we're no closer. And our scouts don't come back for another couple of months. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the merch really kicked in and did a lot more than I would have thought there. I mean, the merch, man, that blew it up for us. And also, in terms of attendance, that was our third highest card, attendance-wise. But now that we have David in the mix, and he's got the title, I think the sky is the limit at this point. So, and we're not complaining at all. We'll take a positive $98,000 month. And getting our total assets now up to 461,623. Whoo, baby. That's nice. Okay. And that'll be a big help. The crowd loves Bill Bullock. All right, so longtime Japanese free agent Kagami is signed with CWA. And let's see here. CWA is a middle-of-the-road promotion. A showman promotion here in America, actually, so and we'll take a quick look. So now Jonathan is back in good condition. David Houston's body is just nothing but various colors, but he's in good condition. And Bill is back. So everybody is looking good. Everybody has an S level of trust except Bill, which is interesting. We just paid for all his medical expenses. Okay. So wrestlers are okay. We have a complete roster. Let's take a look at this. Okay, and I just wanted to see if there was any possibility of doing any editing. It doesn't appear that there is, so let's go out on the road and see. I mean, if I don't feel comfortable signing a junior, then we just won't sign a junior. But that's really what I would want. So we have a Latin America free agent. None of these folks were juniors. mean, Jamie, she does have an A popularity. And one of our scouts found her many months ago. We could go ahead and sign Jamie. Maybe give Mr. Woman a title shot right out of the gate. But I also want to be smart now that we have a superstar champion. We could, and I don't want to hurt our events, but we could loan him out and maybe create some goodwill with one of the other lower level promotions. And as always, we go through, and originally there was guys that were like a C and D with trust, and now you go through these, and I'm just looking at trust on the very bottom there. And seeing as there's somebody that distrusts their promotion that I could come in and poach, but everybody is an S or an A. I can't even find a B. Oh, I say that and I went right by him. So the boss, Masanori Hamada, is a B and is a champion of some sort, probably their heavyweight champion. So he's not going to sign with us. And there's Kagami. And there was another B. How are the Bs the heavyweight champions? They don't trust their promotions and they're the champions. Well, there's somebody that 5'10", 240 pounds. We could bring in Baron Charles and Jamie, and that'd be a nice little feud. Okay, well, right out of the gate here, it's not looking like there's going to be anybody, so we're not going to be able to base this on trust. Ooh. Okay, well, now this is decent criteria here. He's not the junior, but he is a showman. He's a B level in popularity, and he only has a level of C trust for his promotion. I prefer to bring in and sign A or a superstar level competitors, but just to add to the roster until the scouts come back, hopefully with some new blood, so to speak. I mean, Sergio Perez could be a possibility. Tell you what. So let's go ahead and write down. We have two Sergios on the roster. So the MWA's Sergio Perez. And it's just the first C level of trust that I found. Well, I take that back. Here's another one. He is currently in poor condition. He is a lucha, which would be a nice fit for our current Sergio Dominguez. Another B level in popularity. So let's go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute. We were already here. I skipped right past him. Okay. Davey Fernandez. Davey makes 6.8 a month. Sergio makes 7.1, so he is a little more popular. Well, no, he's not, because he's got superstar level in, I believe that's Latin America. I continue to forget, but I'm pretty sure it's America, Japan, Latin America, Europe. So Sergio would probably be the one that we would want out of the two. These are almost, just looking at the gloves, a strong style MMA type promotion. Oh, a D. Okay. All right. Here's a look. Ooh, I like this a lot. He is a junior. He is a B level. Right now, he does not trust KOG at all, and he makes 4 or 5 a month. He's part of the Stun Gun stable. Now, I don't know if we could sign him. And the Stun Gun stable, not necessarily top level guys, but okay, so Bobby Jones. This is the one that I'm most intrigued about, only because he's a junior. And we could bring him in right away and give him a title shot to crown a new first. He's out for 2 months. We'll skip over him. There's another D level, but a champion. So, oh, and the popularity is a D level. So I think we're going to pass. We're going to pass on him. Mr. Sexy, just because of the name, we'd love to bring him into All New Wrestling. And a possibility, but again, he's a champion. He's going to be hard to poach. $10,000 salary, and he's only a BBBC. And an SWA. I think SWA is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. And they actually have a D. 291-pound beast. The genocider, Sam Blocks. But that salary is massive. And then we're back here. I mean, again, the lucha style. I mean, we could probably sign Pablo right now and add another lucha to the mix. Again, BBSC. I mean, I wonder if it would be worth it. And we just put the junior division on hold another month. I'll tell you what. We're just going to try this. We're going to go back to KOG. Let's try to poach. Was it Bobby Jones? If Bobby Jones doesn't sign with us, then next month we'll go after Pablo. Okay, that's fine. So here's the big thing. Is going to be the big old signing bonus. And this guy's only a B level. I mean, if it was a superstar or even an A, I think we're always going to go with the highest signing bonus. He doesn't trust his promotion. So I'm going to go in the middle. If he doesn't sign for the middle, again, we're probably just going to have him written down. Maybe we'll come back at some other time. But I think we'll just go ahead and try to get Pablo. Which, because Pablo is a superstar, was either in, I think it was in Latin America. And I think he'd be a great addition to the roster. So let's see what happens here. Okay. And he doesn't want to come over, and that's fine. So now we're done. We can't offer any more contracts. We're not going to start any stables or anything to this point. Let's go ahead and fix up our training center. Like to stay on top of things for the guys. And I honestly don't know. Let's see. I don't know. So the bigger gym affects the amount of wrestlers we can have on the roster, but I don't know what that is. I know there's got to be a way to figure it out. But for now, if we just kind of look at what's available. I mean, $30,000. This sounds like it would be a nice. Consult with a doctor for health and self-care advice. Increases recovery speed. So both of these are very important. I think well, we saved money by not signing somebody, so let's go ahead and just mean, is it worth bumping the clinic to a level 2 for 22,000, or is it worth spending 8,000 more and getting a level 1 ring doctor? So this increases injury recovery. This would increase stamina recovery. We're going to go ahead. Let's just hire a ring doctor. Okay. So we've added another positive for the wrestlers. Looking at our merch, branded snacks. Sell out every event. I mean, I wish there was a way to, unless I'm messing something up, I think you just got to go with 1,000 each time. So we sold about half. We'll keep those in check. I think all this, we might as well just keep in play, because otherwise I'd have to discard like 500 t-shirts to order 1,000. So I'd rather sell out at the next event. Let's see here. Relive your favorite moments from the comfort of your couch. So DVD, Blu-ray of the events would be nice. I'm a big fan of the action figures. Obviously, as we're adding to our collection here. That's going to cost us $25K. But it costs $25K. But we would make $68K gross. And so what is that, 43 net? And that's a nice chunk of change. That's a nice chunk of change. Let's do it. We should sell the wall Alex Thompson figures like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Well, pretty much I think we're kind of set. We're not... let's go to HR. Let me... Not HR. Okay, so we haven't raised our popularity at all. We're still, let's see, after that huge card, I was hoping maybe, but we're still at a C. Possibly not this December card, but we could start the new year if I can sign that other Lucha wrestler, who I think is a superstar in Latin America. Maybe we'll try to hold a card in Latin America. And this is kind of what I was looking for. The wrestlers. So right now we have the ability to add one more wrestler to the roster, and then we would have to spend the money to boost up the gym. And I assume, then we'll have the ability, I would hope at least it would jump to 16 wrestlers. And then at that point too, we could start thinking about maybe letting some of our lower level guys, our D level guys, go. So it looks like, you can do 14. So it might just boost it up to 14. It looks like it might be increments of 2. I see 6, I see 8. I don't see 10. But anyway. Okay, we don't really have to worry about that right now. So let's go back. I think it's going to be just putting a card together here, guys. And as I mentioned before, I think that Matt Robinson, Jonathan Bennett would be a nice little feud to get going, because it was 100% match ranking. So of course we got to open things up as he's back, the convict, Bill Bullock. And in the previous card, see, Sergio Dominguez lost again. So Sergio is he's not doing all that well. And actually, give me a second here. if you don't mind. Let me just kind of go in here and just plug in the November stats. And then we may go get another coffee, but I think what I'll do is get a match started. So Adam Davis came in for a one-off. He got pinned in 13 minutes, 3 seconds. 96%, which was really nice. Which I really don't need to be doing this. You know what? I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me as I enter stats here. So let's go ahead. I'll just save that. I got one of them entered. So Sergio Dominguez is now 1-3. So that's kind of more or less what I wanted to see. So that means that Bill's going to be taking on Sergio Dominguez. And Bill Bullock, I do not believe, has won a match. Let's take a quick look at that. So we got the 1-3 Sergio Dominguez taking on the 0-5. 0-5. So somebody's going to get a big win here. Okay, I don't know what kind of fanfare that opening match is going to get, but actually, I don't even know who I'm going to give the next title shot to. We'll have to figure that out as well. And we already looked. Everybody was in good or normal condition, so that is nice. Mickey Williams certainly going to be at least a co-main eventer from here on out. And we did not use... I guess it was Thomas Walker that got the night off on the last card. D-level, but a decent wrestler, big guy, 6'5", 286. So let's put the Brilliant Devil in there. And let's see. Jeff Bryan also coming off of a loss. Let's go ahead and put him in there against Jeff Bryan. Okay, and for our next matchup, and I guess really we need to see, holy moly. Let's open the spreadsheet again here real quick. So Mickey Williams is now 8-2. So David Houston coming off of a win. That put him to 4-5 overall. The Divine Matt Robinson coming off a win is 6-4. The Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard coming off a win is 5-4. So it's really the Hollywood Hunk or Matt Robinson going to get a title shot. And then let's see. Title shots. Alex Thompson. Before that, James Bailey got a shot. Jeff Bryan, Jonathan Bennett, the Divine Matt Robinson. David Houston. We had a really messed up card in May. The Divine Matt Robinson had another title shot. Or that actually was the inaugural championship. So the Hollywood Hunk has never had a title shot. So we're going to get the wall against the Hollywood Hunk. So for our next matchup, let's see here. I think maybe, well, shoot. Let's go to the spreadsheet again. Maybe we're being too meticulous with this. What was that 100% match? It was Jonathan Bennett against the Divine. So let's do that next. See if we can bring in the big crowd rating again. And then in our co-main, you gotta have him. He wants to come back. The Hell Knight, Mickey Williams, all 6'6", 275 of him. And the Hell Knight. So there is our contender. Should the Hell Knight take on James Bailey? James Bailey was actually out the last card, but he's still got terrible neck and abdominal injuries. And David Houston. Oh, David Houston might be worse. Holy mackerel. Well, let's just go. We'll throw James Bailey in there. And then, of course, for the heavyweight title, we're going to have the Hollywood Hunk, Jack Howard, taking on our newly crowned champion, the Wall, Alex Thompson. And I'm assuming these settings are going to be, we have our first 5-match card. And it looks like we're going to sell out the small hall. Ooh, okay. Let's do the math. So, in this instance, pull up the handy dandy calc. We're going to have a full house of 3,000, and they're spending $60 a pop. So we're going to have 180 off of just tickets. We will gross 165. But if we bump it to the medium hall, whoa, is that right? Hold on a second. Okay. If we bump up to the medium hall, we're going to have a ton of empty seats, and we're going to gross about $6,000 more dollars. So that's not going to work, and it's going to be a bad look. So let's just go to the small hall. Let's sell it out. We've never used any advertising, and yeah, I think we are ready. Let's confirm this. Our first 5-match card. You're darn right. And then over. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let the main event be the match that runs through. So we'll go ahead and sim up to the main event, and then we'll let the main event run while I go and take a quick coffee break. There he is. The convict is back. 4 months in the hospital. See if he's going to have some ring rust, or he's going to come back fresh and rejuvenated. Sergio Dominguez really struggling. His style not a perfect match for All New Wrestling, but he agreed to sign with us. Del Diablo has got to change his style.
Fight!
And Bill Bullock, ladies and gentlemen, his first win ever. He is now 1-5. Sergio. Oof, Sergio. Taking a beating in All New Wrestling. 77 match. Nah, not shabby. Not shabby. Poor Sergio. Just, yeah, we need to start a lucha division for Sergio, or put him in the tag team scene when we start that. Get him a partner that is going to accentuate his talents. Submission victory. If you lose to Bill Bullock, no offense, Bill, that's not saying much. Next up, we have the Divine Matt Robinson and Jeff Bryan, and I believe this is the one that was our 100% match. Or, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stats. We have the Brilliant Devil Thomas Walker, my apologies, and Jeff Bryan. Change the music. Nice pinfall victory on Brilliant Devil. I can't get rid of the Brilliant Devil. He is just like always there. He loses one, he comes back, he wins the next. Jeff Bryan Kind of struggling here as of late as well. Now it's 2 losses in a row. 12 minutes, 46 seconds. %. Really starting out average with a 77 and a 78. So let's hope that Jonathan Bennett, Matt Robinson. This was the 100% match that we've previously had. Let's hope we can at least get this up into the 90s. I'm not going to expect 100% again. Well, back after a month off. Should be ready to go. Jonathan Bennett, typo. There he is, the Divine. Never seemingly got over the hump in All New Wrestling, at least not to this point. And the Divine, there we go. Matt Robinson. 2 victories in a row. Maybe he is looking for his next title shot. And look at that, 100% again. Yeah, we're using the noodle here. That's really going to help. That gets us up into the high 80s, I would think. We are using the noodle. We're using data. That's why we track all this, guys. That is why we track all this. Thank you to Jonathan and Matt. Now on to the former champion. This is weird. Seeing him enter the ring without the belt. I would think he's in a bad mood, and I would look for him to come out really strong. James Bailey. He looks determined, I'll give him that. Well, there's blood again, and you know who that's coming from. The Hell Knight. Oof. Mickey just made a statement in 16 minutes that he wants another title shot, and tell you what, on the opening card of the year, or the new year, it might be Mickey Williams getting another title shot. 92%. That is fantastic. 16 minutes, 27. A low blow. He's done that a few times. So he's the dirtiest player in the game. Now, if we can get in the mid to high 90s here, we might bring this entire card to 90%. So we're going to let this one go for you guys. Jack Howard, the Hollywood Hunk, getting a title shot against our newly crowned heavyweight champion, the Wall, Alex Thompson. And we're going to let this go. And we will be right back.
Fight!
1.
1.
5 minutes gone.
Give up. Give up. 1, 2. Give up. Give up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1,
Wow. Okay. I come back, honestly, completely expecting Alex Thompson to roll through Jack Howard, and as soon as he wins it, our superstar signee Alex Thompson loses the title with his first defense to the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. I'll have to go back and watch that match. So let's see. Alex. Oh my gosh. And only an 82%, so as the owner of All New Wrestling, that doesn't please me. But I think the co-main, and then of course the 100% match before that, should have certainly solidified us in the 80% range. Congratulations to the Hollywood hunk. I mean, the ladies love it. Wow. Holy moly. I am stunned. Financially speaking, we have added more merch, so that should help us out a lot. We were well over capacity. The fire marshal had to be going nuts. And as we start the new year, so this is now the end of our first calendar year in Fire Pro Wrestling World Promoter. We've completed 12 months of hot wrestling action. And we've... Whoa, holy moly, did we make some dough? All right, I like that. I like that a lot. And actually, I mentioned this earlier, so I will let you guys know we're going to do another unboxing here. Wow, that is our highest grossing month in the history of the company. 150 even. Takes us up well over $600,000 in assets. I mean, at this rate, I mean, literally 2 more cards like this, 3 more, and by March, the end of March, we could actually be over $1 million in assets, and would that be a hell of an accomplishment? So, let's go ahead and do another quick unbagging. Now, this one I have not opened. This is completely sealed. Ugh. And actually, I forget what's in this one. It's bubble wrap. Oh my gosh. Okay. I remember now. So it's bubble wrapped and in separate bags. And I was hoping the condition of these would be like new. And they are. Oh, this is great. Spent a little bit more on these. And, well, we'll go with the first one here, which is a duplicate in some ways, but we've actually, let me do this for you guys. There we are. So there's Greg Gagne in his full camo gear. So we unleashed Greg Gagne earlier, but now there he is with his camo outfit. And if you remember, and we're just going to lay him off to the side for now. He had his partner in camo, which is really the one that I was wanting. I mean, these are in great condition. They're stiff. There doesn't appear to be any blemishes. This is great. There he is. God rest his soul, Mr. Curt Hennig. All right. I am down with that. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. And we do have, you know what, let's just go ahead and do the final unboxing. And again, this is completely sealed. This is a little bit different. This is not an AWA figure. but it is a Funko Pop of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. We will just sit him right there for now. All right. We are adding to our collection of childhood memories. And you're getting tired of seeing me. Let's go back to that view. Okay, so big month. Really big month. Let's go ahead and get started here on January. I don't know if we're going to finish January or if we're going to call it a stream. Nothing noteworthy happened. This is exciting. Okay, well, and we've kept track of this the whole way, so I knew exactly. So we actually, for the first year, hit over $1 million in income, which is impressive. Oh, and it's based on some kind of a points system. So interesting. Oh, God. So in 1 year, I mean, well, we started off with so little in assets. And I don't know how you gain points, but SWA is just heads above everybody else. Not even close. And KOG, no wonder. So really, if we're looking to poach anybody, it would be TFC, DFW, Ace, etc. Okay, this gives us a little bit more of a perspective on things. So overall, we're in last place. Popularity, we're still in the basement. Wrestler-wise, our roster is more highly rated and thought of than Ace and ROW. Ace, ROW, TFC, and DFW. So we are not shabby in that regard. Title belts, maybe we just don't have the roster for another title belt. We badly need a junior. But we take care of our wrestlers, and I think that can be shown right here in the gym. So of all these huge promotions, and as little as we are still in the whole scheme of things, we are number 7 in the quality of our gym. So we really try to take care of our wrestlers, our assets. In 1 year now, we're almost in the middle of the pack. And I think that's really going to be an important one right there. So, interesting. Very interesting. Now we got some other... Oh, okay. I see. So, yeah, I mean... oh, my gosh. I mean, SWA is just crushing it. Just crushing it. Assets transition over 51 million. Oh, and our assets transition was, or I guess that would be our gross revenue for the year was 611. So I mean, we did a lot better than a lot of these promotions. Oh, okay. Very good. So we have unlocked rankings. Well, I don't know if that's worth making a muscle and looking happy, but yeah. Oh, Collins in America. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. So we left off with Boss. We're living the dream. Someone wants to offer us a sponsorship. Who are you going to go with? This is great. I didn't know how this was going to happen, but let's take a look. Okay, so we've got 1minuteparking.com. They're a company that manages coin-operated parking lots nationwide. The benefit of signing with them, they will cut the cost of renovating our training center by 5%. Sponsor fee monthly. Sponsor fee. I'm a little confused on that. I mean, the sponsor should be paying us. I mean, I assume that's what that means. It wouldn't make any sense that we would get the privilege of signing with a sponsor to pay them money each month. Or we can sign with Mascara Dorada, a sporting goods store. Probably fits us a little bit more. They boast an extensive lineup of sporting equipment, and their martial arts section will knock you to the floor. The production cost of mask is cut by 10%. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But this just seems to be the more lucrative of the deal. And we could be making a mistake. I honestly don't know. I don't. It's only a 1-year sponsorship, so we're not locked in for all that long. So let's go with Mascara Dorada. The production cost of a mask. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just not jump the gun and be too hasty. Let's just see if we can look this up and get any information. And I don't see anything at all. Okay, well, then we'll just go ahead and go with the 1-year sponsorship. Oh, wow. Okay, so what is this all about? So we okay, I really don't know what to do. But I'm assuming it just would behoove us to sign with as many sponsors as possible. Okay, so that's what we've got here. So our main sponsor is Mascara Dorada, and then we have sub-sponsors, maybe something on the ring, on the ring mat, I should say, with Monster Gains, Jumbo Mart, King's Play, and Inspiration Sportswear. So, hey, we are certainly total sponsor fee. Because there's benefits, I am worried this is going to cost us $17,000 a month, which doesn't make sense. But let go big or go home. Yeah, we're going to work smarter, not harder. Okay, as long as the sponsorships mean that Yeah, when we can get a broadcast contract and get on TV, that'll be huge. So with this, I think we're still good. We can sign one more wrestler. Every card, we're really making big money. There we go. So the last two cards we've made over 98,000. We've grossed, and then we did over 150,000. Well, actually 150,000 even. Gonna repair the ring doctor. He's hurt. Okay. So we always like to get that taken care of. Obviously, merch is a big deal. Man alive. I mean, we are blowing through merch. Oh, the production of Mask. Oh, well. Oh. Well, son of a gun. So well, starting next month, we'll make more branded snacks. So the action figures aren't selling all that well. And these all lasted about 2 events. And we do get a cost savings on the t-shirts now from one of our sponsors. And then how much would this be? 20,000. And what did I say? It'd be 20,000. So we'd make about 34K off of those in the end. Just a big out-of-pocket expense out of the gate. And this would cost us 27,000. 80. We'd make like 43. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's go with everything. You know, we have created extreme expenses now to start the new year, but I think the benefit and the money that's going to come in from these is going to outweigh the expense. So everything should be set. Let's go here. There was a signing. We did have a signing, or not a signing, I apologize. We had the scout found somebody. It should be a North American free agent. Was it Carl? Carl's a heavyweight. We really need a junior. So Carolyn, the supermodel, Carolyn Collins. She's certainly a junior at 5'8", 123. Gorgeous young lady. Would certainly bring in more of the male eyeballs. But she's only a B popularity. If she was a superstar, I'd sign her right now. We'd give her the inaugural junior championship title match. I'm using I'm so used to using the pad on the controller, and it just drives me crazy. So SWA, we don't mess with them. And maybe we should just do what I said all along, because Pablo is a superstar in Latin America. He's Lucha, so we do have Sergio. We could have a Latin American card. We could pit those two together, make that the co-main event. I think the people would love it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sit down and negotiate. They seem interested. Okay, now is a they seem interested a $15,000 bonus as opposed to they're worried about their style, then you should do the 30,000. Or should I just say forget it and just, cough in 15 more K just to be safe and just get him on the roster? I mean, he is a B level in America and he is a superstar. So he's got superstar quality. I mean, the problem, I'm only throwing 1,005 away if he doesn't sign, but you're throwing away a whole month. I mean, we do have enough of a roster. You know what? Let's just do 15. Okay. We can come back and do 30 next month. Let's go ahead and get our next card. The first card of January started. Actually, you know what? We actually should. Should check these real quick. I know we do. Why do we hire this guy? He's telling me things that I already know. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's quickly sit down with Sergio. I mean, I'll give him a few $100 more. We'll throw Sergio a bone. Yeah, but that's all he's getting, or we're going to cut him. Then we don't have to worry about the Luchas. I mean, he's really not somebody to build around anyway, so maybe we should cut him. Okay, let's invite Pablo. How much would he cost? 21,000. And he's only a B. I'm just kind of looking for an S just to switch things up. An S in America, that is. So what if we could do a little cross promotion with Paul Collins? Now the interesting thing, and I don't know how that works, but if we do that, let's say Paul Collins would beat the Hollywood Hunk. Does he take our title? $20,000. He would be worth it probably for the superstar status. Okay. It's too good for us. We don't need to bring anybody in like this. I'm just thinking, oh, there's that idiot. We had him in once. He did draw. Okay, so yeah, it's that behind the scenes ranking, and I don't know how the game judges that. So this is, I guess, 1 through 16. I'm still 17. They don't show A and W on here. But like they were previously 11, and they have fallen on hard times. They were, so I guess this would be the 15th place. So they've dropped 2 slots to 15. They're a D popularity in America. They're a B in Japan, even though they're home territory. So I'm just going to try something completely different here. Can we loan out Alex? He's not the champion anymore. He's a superstar. How is their rank so much higher? They dropped from 13 to 15. We're ranked number 17. We've got a lot more in total assets. They've only got 6 wrestlers, but their rank is so much higher than ours. How's that? Okay, how about this? SL. How about let's let Sergio maybe go over and do a little. Oh, I mean, you kidding me? The rank is so much higher than ours. Okay, let's ask another promotion to participate. They have no interest in working with us. I mean, I don't. I mean, like DFW, they're a B in America. That makes sense. I can see where that. Like, I guess. All right, you know what? Forget it. We're on our own. Let's build an event here, guys. Okay, what if we do cross promotion? I mean, they're in last place. They're a frickin' D in America. The outcome can make or break our popularity and income. Typo. Proceed. Okay. Oh, we got a cross promotion. I just wanted to try it. And okay, so, oh geez, well, this could be maybe a mistake. Well, let's start off with Bill. And we can't pick. This is going to be a junior heavyweight match. So that's for the junior, the SL junior. I mean, okay, well, we got Bill. Let's go with well, taking a quick look here, I mean, Bill's a junior. David Houston's a junior. I mean, we probably should put David Houston in that. I mean, he did not compete on the last card. Actually, David Houston has only competed on 1 of the last 3 cards, and he did get a victory, so he is the former heavyweight champion. Let's have Sergio. Let's pop him in there. Okay, this we'll go ahead and select David Houston. It only allows us to select from our juniors. Let's go ahead here. Let's get some A-level popularity on the card. Oh, that's the main event. So that's the main event. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, David Houston has to stay in the junior heavyweight. Let's make this one the wall because of his popularity. Let's make this one stay with Jonathan Bennett because of his popularity. And then in the opening match, Bill Bullock is a D. Oh my gosh, of course. We should have Mickey Williams. Okay, so we're offering Mickey Williams, Jonathan Bennett, Alex Thompson, and David Houston. Can we do this? Okay, so I don't know. We could be making a disastrous move here, but if Jack Howard loses the title, does it go away? That would really suck if we didn't have our title. So we're going to sell out the small hall. Got almost. And let's do our quick calculations here. This is a big gamble. Big gamble. So at a $60 price tag, 296, we're going to be netting about 226. And that's a good chunk of change, 226. Wow, a lot of empty seats though. So we get about 400 more people by just advertising with a poster. So 400 more fans at $60 a ticket, and we're only spending $5,000 for the poster. So I say we do that. I mean, I know it doesn't look great because we're not selling out, but financially, I think this is the way to go. And I have to say, and this is terrible from a promoter's and owner's standpoint, I forget the darn organization. Was it ROW? Oh my. Okay, so let's just go with this. I don't know what these bouts are going to be, but we're going to find out. Let's confirm it. We're spending a lot of money here and hoping to make a lot in return. What if we do this? Oh, we lose over 1,000 fans. All right, let's just stay with this for now. We got our heavy hitters on this card. 146,000 in the hole. Our first cross promotion. Don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't want to lose our heavyweight title. So we are going with Miguel Hernandez. Oh, these are all strong style matches. So we didn't get to pick. So this could hinder our guys. Miguel Hernandez against the Hell Knight, Mickey Williams. He's got his scythe. Oh, look at that. We got a sponsorship. All New Wrestling 1-0 out of the gate. Very nice, Mickey. Only got 80%, so not shabby. And cross promotion, we don't know what to expect. I mean, I would hope all these matches would be at least in the 80s because, I mean, we've got all of our heavy hitters. I mean, we're loaded with stars. I don't know what we're getting from what I think is ROW. Purple and blue attack. That is Cabeza da Familia, Jorge Marquez. I actually said that pretty well, I think. Taking on All New Wrestling's own Jonathan Bennett, Type O. Just jump right into it. And Type O gets defeated. So we are now 1-1. And as soon as this is over, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. I hope you guys have had fun. This has kind of been an exciting evolution of All New Wrestling. And we threw in some unboxings, which is nice. Okay, on to the next match here. Strong Style. This seems like it would be up Alex Thompson's alley. We are averaging 83% right now. That was obviously just an 87, so that is nice. This guy looks agile, looks to be in good shape. Ricardo Jimenez. I think the Wall's biggest thing is just his stamina. So he's a proud favorite. They love him. He's a beast of a man. Get him, Alex.
Fight!
And the Wall puts All New Wrestling back on top. 2-1. Now we got 2 title matches. Ricardo Jimenez. Okay, well, that hurt us. 69%. I mean, the Wall is our biggest draw. Okay, well, so could we walk away with a title? Could the Anti-Gravity Kid be the first all-new wrestling competitor to have 2 different title bouts on his resume, or 2 different titles? First heavyweight champion a year ago, not quite a year ago. Oh, okay. We've seen this guy before. He holds multiple titles. So he is the junior heavyweight champion, or the junior champion, and he's also some sort of a tag champion on top of it.
Fight!
And the Anti-Gravity Kid is in a puddle of blood, and we're even. We are even. Wow. It's 2-2. Eduardo defeats David. 10 minutes, 5 seconds. Submission, Cobra Claw, 78%. So that kind of balanced that out. That should get us closer to 80. Oh, that was kind of cool. All right, so the average match rating at this point is 78%. To get that into the 80s, this would probably have to be an 88 or above, something along those lines. Let's hope Jorge Martin does not take the All New Wrestling title, because I don't know what happens at that point. Do we just lose it? That would be disaster. Don't want that to happen. Taking a big risk. I do like his outfit. Red and black attack. Funeral Malo, Jorge Martin, or Jorge Martin. Roddy Kid in him. And here he is, our newly crowned champion. So this will be his first defense. The Hollywood Hunk. Gorgeous man. Jack Howard. Oof.
Fight!
Let's hope. Please win, Hollywood Hunk. And the Hollywood Hunk pulls it off. Not only does he win, do we get to bring the All New Wrestling title. Oh, I didn't notice that the turnbuckles have sponsorships on them as well. That's really cool. But low 70s, that's all right. Jack Howard brings the title home. And in this matchup against ROW, we have come out victorious. 3 wins to 2 losses. And hopefully this, was a big TV pay-per-view type event. I don't know how exactly it was viewed. Let's hope we just got a lot of eyeballs on this. And we did open up this card with the full merch. I mean, the whole thing is loaded. So 73, we're going to be around a 75%. Nice job, Jack. And the average card rating was 77%. And we had 49.53. I think that's probably our biggest event to date. Unfortunately, the capacity was 10,000, so it probably didn't look all that fantastic. These were all strong style matches. Nice. Well, a failure in terms of capacity and attendance. But in terms of money, and I don't know if there is if that hurts you in some way. Like we should just take the lower revenue but sell out the events. And I always feel woo, Nelly. And there is our first ever $200,000 plus earnings. And that is fantastic. So I would say there's a good chance that we can, certainly by March we'll be over the $1 million mark in assets. We might be able to do it in February. But unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to wait till next week because I promised a little bit of Project Zomboid tomorrow. So let's go ahead. I always like to make note here. Yeah, the 10,000 capacity arena. That probably was a mistake. But to make this, I think it was probably a lot of this was the merch really helped us out. All in all, positive though. All New Wrestling came in and we made a statement, and we won the event, so to speak. Nothing noteworthy happened. Jesus. Jeff and James have been feuding for a while now, but hostilities finally exploded between them. The industry is in an uproar. So Jeff and James. So let's go ahead and write that down. That could be some handy information. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little management here. Let's look at our merch. Let's go ahead and triple that because we're selling out every event. We're losing out on some good money there. Everything else I think we're going to let roll. If we get under 100 in terms of our stock, I might dispose of it, but we're rolling. We're making good money. So I'm going to, and really, I mean, we could just go big and just almost break even one month and just have enormous amounts of stock because all of the durable goods can roll over. So, and this is just nothing you can do with those. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, let's. It's the keypad again, driving me freaking crazy. So it wasn't ROW. Who did we have the cross promotion event? Oh, it was MWA. Or no, it wasn't MWA. What in the world? Oh, Carolyn's out on loan. Oh, it was SL. Okay, I just should make a little note of that. So we did a cross promotion with SL. Hopefully that built a little bit of trust between the two promotions. All of their guys are still in good condition. And I didn't realize, it looks like Jorge Martin may have been the heavyweight champion, so that should have been a much higher rated bout than a 73 between him and our champion Jack Howard. Okay, so let's go ahead and I just wanted to see who that was that we were working with. Yeah, we're still at the bottom of the barrel. And it's funny, SL's all the way up to number 11, but they were gracious enough to work with us, and we kicked their butt. Okay, so we need to bring in, as I keep talking about the junior, we need to bring in a heavy hitter for America. Matt Robbins. Every month somebody's not happy with their pay. Every month. I mean, well, I can see why he's not happy with his pay. And he is a B. I don't want to jump him too much. I mean, if we get a 1-3 just on its face, it doesn't look like much. But I mean, that's about a 30% bump in salary. I'm not going to disrespect him with a 1-1. He is a B popularity, so I mean, he's a good wrestler to have on the roster. They should be happy. Okay. We need to offer a contract here. Let's see if we can end the stream with a big signing. And the more I think about it, even though Pablo is a superstar in Latin America, we're not popular in our home area. So we need a superstar in America. That's what we need. And just looking at the popularity, it looks like we're going to go back to Jamie. She's an A. It's not the superstar that I would want, but I think the only other A we have is Jonathan Bennett. So we would have 2 A's and an S on the roster. And the heavyweights, I mean, we could be a heavyweight only promotion. We could not ever try to go with a well, you know what? I think Jamie is the way to go here. And again, I'm not going to mess around. Let's just go 30 and see if we can get her. Okay, so we've got a nice new signee here going into the month of February. And a tournament. That'd be kind of a cool thing to do. We could hold a tournament. You know what we could do? We could have a tag team title tournament, because I think now we have We have 12 wrestlers on the roster, I believe. What is a mixed? So I think maybe the next card here, we'll start off the next stream with a tournament of some kind. But I'm going to have to do some research and see what we need to do. But let's go ahead and call it here, guys. Oh, I guess one more thing we need to do, at least I like to do before we... I guess... Increases attack, increases defense, slightly increases both. Should we spend the money? I mean, really the medical is what is the biggest thing to me. And we could bring our clinic to a level 2. It's going to increase our injury recovery speed. So when we do get injured, we would increase that for 22,000. Let's go ahead and do that. We're spending big money. Oh. Okay, so we've got everything repaired. We're going to have a tournament in February. Maybe it'll just be a tournament to see who gets the next title shot against the Hollywood Hunk. Maybe we'll scrap that. Maybe we'll go with the Hollywood Hunk against our new signing, Jamie. Maybe she'll get the first title defense, or the first shot at the title in the new year in All New Wrestling, since we won't be working with SL or any other promotions. So... with that said, we're going to go ahead and call it. We're making big money. We're doing great. Again, videos are coming. I'm going to try to piece together kind of a documentary style video and maybe put these together in quarters. So the first video would cover, January, February, March, and then the next video, obviously April, May, June, etc. And just try to give it a documentary type feel. So we're working on that. That is to come. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. About 2 hours and 25 minutes in here to the stream. We will be back tomorrow morning. We're always about 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, which would be 5 Pacific, so a little early for you guys out in the West Coast. But I think tomorrow we're going to go back with Project Zomboid. But we have so much fun here with Fire Pro. I might be lying, and we might do Fire Pro. Now follow me on Twitter at Kosugi, Kosugy, which will pop up below me here in just a second, and the same on Instagram. And you'll see my little logo with the ninja making the muscles, the retro 8-bit type logo. So thanks again, guys. There's my name, Kosugi, and have a great rest of your Saturday. Take care, everybody.